So tell the street that Chelsea play Palace that have lost their last 10 games. Started the league with 15th. You started the league with 15th.
So against the established teams in the English Premier League, Arsenal have a way to get a point. So Man U wanted to come into the game to prove a point, say we are going to see a different season and that will win a point. But you can also argue this is not the United we saw last
Let
season.
me tell you
With
something.
what they are doing now, Zimbabwe, Cunha, Shesko, it looks different.
There,
I think United have played Burnley. We wouldn't be having this
no,
conversation.
you are talking about.
If Spurs had also played Arsenal, we won't be having this conversation.
So on what is doing? Unana they were break. I think psychologically, the one and me the agent are moving away from United. If a player playing in the position, I'll tell the other players to stop taking it. Nobody was going a races.
Kudus, I think Thomas Frank shaped him to be a modern day winger than that kind of player over elaboration on the ball. I can't give him one. Who the best out of him. Hello. Welcome to another edition of the One Top Podcast, your favorite, YouTube podcast, where we get to talk everything football. But then, on this episode, the Premier League has returned. Manchester United, after their first game, are in another familiar position. They are 15th on the league table, and they lost to Arsenal on the opening day of the Premier League. Today, basically, we'll be talking, comprehensively about Matchweek 1 of the English Premier League that took place. Bournemouth were in action. They were at Merseyside, but then Liverpool, Charlie, what a performance! It was a big performance by the defending champions. And Chelsea, some are saying they are the most useless club so far, because if you've won the FIFA Club World Cup and you dub yourself as the best team in the world, how can't you beat Palace? Like, it's just shocking. But then that's why we are here. We are seated here, me together with my panelists, and we'll be delving deeper into all these things. Manchester United, Mo Kudus, the star boy. Also, we'll be talking about him and that 2-assist game he had against the Burnley. Is that signs of many more things to happen? My name is Josiah, and I'm here with my usual, suspects in the studios. And I have Nanedu, who is in a camo, more dressed like a military man, and he has his chest out and face straight, and he looks all like a soldier man. Charlie, nothing. No. Also, I'm with you, Felix Robak. When I said people are saying Chelsea, I didn't say it actually. See, as a moderator of the show, I can't say Chelsea is a useless club, but then people are saying it, and it's also my duty to tell you what people are saying on the street. But then people are saying Chelsea is a useless club because you can win the FIFA Club World Cup, beat PSG 3, and draw 0-0 with Crystal Palace. Felix, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I can see you have an issue with me saying Chelsea is a useless club.
No,
But
I
regardless,
wanted to send a message back to the street.
Yeah, so send it to the street through me. You are the mediator.
So tell the street that Chelsea play a Palace team that have not lost their last 10 games.
Charlie,
away to Liverpool, away to Arsenal. They beat Spurs at home. They drew against Chelsea last season. And then they beat the two champions of the Premier League in the last 2 seasons.
Charlie.
They beat Liverpool to the what? Community Shield. They beat City to the FA Cup. Even before that, they beat Aston Villa in the semi-finals.
So are you trying to say?
So I'm trying to tell you that Crystal Palace are a well-organized team, and a lot of teams in the league will struggle against them. And I can tell you for a fact that your useless team that are back to their normal position, 15th. But you see,
I didn't even step on toes.
You ended the league with 15th. You started the league with 15th.
I didn't mean to
No,
step
is it
on
true?
toes.
Is
Like,
it true?
listen.
Is it true? No,
Felix,
no.
I'm
coming.
Felix,
You ended the league on the 15th, right?
But you're not being fair. I never attacked you.
No, I'm saying you said I should direct a message to you.
So why are you personalizing? Why are you saying me? Me. It's not me.
Okay.
I only told you what's on the street.
Are you a United fan?
No, I'm not. For the purpose of
Okay.
this.
So tell the street,
United
especially the United fans, that you
for the
ended.
purpose of this show.
Yes, you ended the season
uh,
on the 15th position on the league, and now you've started the game on the 15th. Hey.
Charlie,
BBI 15.
BBI 15.
BBI 15.
Let's start. Today we'll be talking and subsequently on the show also I'll be announcing FPL coach because FPL is still in session. Last week wasn't a bad one. It wasn't bad as well, but then we managed to just do some skirmishes close to 100 points. So if you want some tips, I'm also here for you. My players are actually up and running. But let's start with the biggest game of the weekend. Manchester United Arsenal. It was a massive game, Nanedu. And Charlie, we see some good free flow attacking football from Manchester United. So United fans are saying actually that they don't care about the result. But because of what they've seen in the game, they are confident that maybe they might have lost 3 points to us now. But then the future, the 37 remaining games is just bright. Then do you think it's about time they rather cared about results, or at this point it's performance that United should be looking at?
I think both. When you look at the season that we are about to see, Man U be care about both results and performance. The supporters are happy because of the kind of performance they put up against Arsenal. Most of the time, when Arsenal is playing against Man United, born feno, never Arsenal side.
Yeah.
Sometimes Arsenal will find a way when your result to be either a draw, a win, and the lose score. But this time you can see that Arsenal went into the game to get the 3 points. Man U went into the game to get the result at the same time to play good football.
Okay.
Because they brought in some, good players. More name from their clubs. I know Mufi Amoba. For somebody from Brentford to score 20 goals, Cunha to score close to 20 goals, Benjamin Sesko, one of their best signings. Signings are Mudisika Kessia Kofano, if Germany at the buyer. So hopes never stop for them to deliver in a game like this. But Arsenal went into the game to pick the maximum 3 points because not only the results are previously a few other big games in the ever because City have already won on Saturday against Wolves.
Yeah.
Liverpool, they are conceding though, but they were coming with a win in their game of money opportunity during the weekend. So Arsenal needed to get the maximum 3 points to make a statement, say some of the important away games, they find a way to get a result and to maintain their record. When you look at the last 2-3 years, the established top 4 teams in England, they struggle to beat Arsenal. In the last 3 years, City aim to mention Arsenal home and away.
Okay.
In the last 2 years, Chelsea aim to mention Arsenal home and away. In the last 2 years, Liverpool has struggled to play against Arsenal.
Yeah.
The same as Man United. Tottenham Hotspur, home and away. Arsenal finding a way to get the results. So against the established teams in the English Premier League, Arsenal have a way to get the results. So Man U wanted to come into the game to prove a point to say, we are going to see a different season under Ruben Amorim.
Sure.
And some of these players needed to deliver in the games like this. So I think that it was a good game for Man United. Man U supporters know what GDS because per what we saw against Arsenal, is it
bright? It looks very bright for them.
It looked bright. The only thing I am sure Man U for no say, you can see a different Man United team today.
Yeah.
The next 1 week you'll be surprised
about
another
United
issue about
team.
Man United.
Yeah.
But if they are able to find a way to solve those kind of things and get the result against the relatively smaller clubs, I think Man U team will go.
But I didn't win you back now too. I say the
yeah, very fun.
All right, Felix, let me come to you. You were egg. Charlie, I don't know what I talk with Felix Vex, but
I know
Felix,
Vex.
yes,
I was setting the record.
No,
straight.
you see,
I
I
know
was only
Vex.
telling you. For me, I propagate messages. I convey messages. I'm just a messenger. So what they are saying is what I'm saying. Okay. That they said Chelsea, especially the Panthers, the investors, they said Chelsea is useless. But do you think United are more useless than Chelsea?
Oh, I think so. For the fact that you ended the season 15th and then we started the season, you are still 15th.
Sometimes it's destiny. It's not like they are bad.
Shows how useless you can
sometimes
be.
it's destiny.
Oh, then so be it. Let them
There
be
is
there.
But it's not like they are not trying hard.
Oh, no. I see. Let me tell you something. What we saw on Sunday against Arsenal, I've seen it before.
Wow.
I am not moved.
Wow.
Because, Danedu, let's go back to last season. United, they drew with Arsenal, and they even beat Arsenal at the Emirates with 10 men.
Yeah.
Now, like,
Yeah, in the FA Cup.
in the FA Cup. Last season, they beat City away.
Yeah.
They drew with City. Now, like,
Yeah.
last season, they drew with Liverpool
Yeah.
at Anfield.
Yeah.
So, against the top teams, You don't need to go and motivate the United players. They know they are playing against the second best team in the league. When they come up against City, they know it is a local derby. When they come up against Liverpool, one of their arch rivals, or the defending champions. So these are the kind of games that we've seen United play and play well. But like Nanedu said, consistency. Can they play same against Bournemouth? Would they do same when Brentford comes in? Would they
but
do same?
But it looks like a new United team. Look at the front. But you can also argue this is not the United we saw last season.
Let me tell you something.
With what they are doing now, Mbeumo, Cunha, Shesko, it looks different.
There is no change in value.
The value is the same.
You are seeing new faces in the team. But still, you have Amorim, who is not tactically flexible.
Wow.
Yes.
You're questioning his
he's not
flexibility.
Only flexibility. No.
Oh,
I'm telling you. He would always want to play 3-back. That is the fact. No.
But this your words are like,
it's true. He's true.
He's not. Is it because Is it because he's not able to change the 3-back system? That's why you're also questioning his adaptability, or you think because mid-game he's not able to tweak things for you to see?
Both. You understand both. But you see, as a coach, if you want to win games, it is not always about one particular tactics. You should have variations.
And he doesn't have it.
Yes. And you see, if you go back to the Chelsea game against Crystal Palace, immediately Levi Cole picked up that injury. Maresca was like, no, it's going to affect. Because one, he wanted a left-sided center back. Because he always wants to build up from that side of the pitch. And you see, Achampong comes in, he did a fantastic job. But because he is young, there was so much pressure on him. And because he is young, Moise Caicedo had to at least help him in some of the defensive situation. Sure. And that is the reason why we didn't see the best of Moise Caicedo. You understand? So sometimes as a coach, you have to find ways to outwit your opposition because everybody knows, I'm coming into this game with a 3-back. Yeah. You can set up your 3-back, but in game, you change the tactics. But your coach is not like that. Sometimes it will also be the personnel, most of the time. But like I always say, when you go to a club as a coach, you might not have the personnel that you need at that particular moment. You might take 1, 2, 3 transfer windows to get the team back to the way you wanted it. Like Atete has done. Lucky for Slot, he didn't have to do a lot of changing because Liverpool were already strong and Klopp had built a very good team. Maresca, also had to at least sideline a lot of the players. Ben Chilwell, Raheem Sterling, a lot of
Quite
them.
a number of them, yeah.
Yes, and even recently, he doesn't even want Jackson again. So it will take a couple of... But at the same time, what you also need to do is the materials available, you can mold them as a coach. You can remold...
Is that not exactly what he's trying to do?
What is it?
I don't know, but like, how long? He's not even been in the team for 1 full year. In November, it will be 1 year since they appointed him. Aren't you being too, harsh with you?
Let me tell you something.
Assertions on him.
Thomas Frank at Spurs.
Oh,
How many? I'm coming.
No.
But I'm coming. I am not talking about the game.
About what?
I am not talking about. You can see his
but if you think United, if United had played Burnley, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
No, you are talking about.
If Spurs had also played Arsenal, we won't be having this conversation.
You see, Paris Saint-Germain.
You see,
so it's enough to say.
Nanedu, I am not even talking about the game and the results. We are talking about tactics.
And you are not seeing Amorim's tactics at Manchester United.
You don't. You see what? Relax. I know you are a United fan, so I expect that defense from you. And I'm surprised that you've denied your team on the One Top podcast. You say you're not a United fan, and I'm surprised. So United will deny him. But you see, you don't need a coach to be there for as many months or years.
Oh no, but sometimes you do.
You see, I wish you could have even said, Oba and when you're preseason.
No, but he's had it now.
You've had the preseason.
No, but
you see, I don't want to talk plenty about your team. Team are useless. Truth is, Amorim is not tactically flexible. And United will need to show a bit of consistency. He did need to show because see, against the smaller teams, those are the games that will determine if you win the league. You can lose to Arsenal, you can lose to Liverpool, you can lose to City. But these smaller teams, they would be the reason why you finish in a European spot or you end up in 15th. And I think that Amorim still has a lot. I don't even know why Benjamin Sesko had to be on the bench.
He just joined.
Join says saying. What is joined? What is what?
No,
I don't understand.
Fellas, with your expertise in football, you can't tell me.
He has not even
a
played with
player
the
is
team
not
for
played
2
for
weeks.
2 weeks. So how do you expect him?
He has not played with the team for 2 weeks.
Like, come on, but fellas,
See,
this thing. No,
see,
but so
see.
yeah, if you were the coach, you would have started him.
Bro, where was your focal point? There were moments in the game.
But there were moments where Mbeumo and Cunha had chances.
You see, that's what I'm saying. There were moments in the game. If you had an arrowhead like
But
Benjamin
he brought
Sesko,
him on.
no, I'm coming.
It doesn't mean he'll be
You
on the
see,
bench every time.
I'm not saying he will be on the bench every time.
Eh.
But me, I won't buy a player of that caliber in an opening game against Arsenal and put him on the bench.
Oh,
I'm
see.
starting him straight away.
Okay, so that is Felix's decision.
Yes.
Not Amorim's decision.
And
But
that is
then
why you
people
lost
are-
the game.
People are also saying that, you see, Onana was fit. He wasn't in the starting lineup. Bayende was started, and then his error led to the goal. And now people are saying that, see, these two United goalkeepers, even including the experienced Tom Heaton, Charlie, they're not be good enough. So now they need to just clear them and bring in someone like Donnarumma. Now, Donnarumma is also, favoring a move to Manchester City instead of
not
Manchester
correct
United. But
team.
do you think that United should get a goalkeeper this season?
That is the major problem for the club. They need to get a goalkeeper. They are struggling to replace David De Gea because 2 years of Onana and Shedanko the same. So it tells you that they need to find a way to get a replacement for the goalkeeping department.
Yeah.
Donnarumma, I agree with him because when we need a Champions League with Paris Saint-Germain, you will not move to a team you are not even sure in the next 3 years they'll be playing the Champions League.
Well, but there's a guarantee that at least
Guarantee.
there's a guarantee that with all the
Yeah,
players
that's still-
and even with Donnarumma himself, no.
Yeah.
But because one team has qualified for the the Champions League, this it doesn't mean automatically next. Listen, everyone is going to fight for it. So you are doing your projections based on the
Why
fact
are you
that
being defended? Okay,
No,
if-
it's not like- no,
if
no,
the
no.
league- if the league ends today, you are 50.
There are teams that you are doing projection automatically, you add them.
but it doesn't mean they'll be there.
For example, when you go to
No,
Spain,
it doesn't mean they'll
you
be there.
add Real Madrid, Barcelona.
But it
in
doesn't
terms
mean
of your projection.
it doesn't mean they'll always
When you
be there.
come to England, the likes of Man City, Liverpool, probably Arsenal,
Yes.
they will be part of your projection.
That's what you think.
But as it stands now, Man U is not finding himself in that situation.
So that's what you think.
You
What's-
cannot
so what's
guarantee
the
Man
point?
U-
Wait, what's the point difference between City and Man United? Now,
Because in the last 5 years,
Eh.
City has been consistent in the Champions League. They've
Eh.
won it.
eh.
They've been in the semi-final. Like, that
But
level they've been
United,
there.
United have also played in the Champions League in the last 5 years, haven't they?
They've played it. Compared to Man
what was
City.
your impact?
Compared to Liverpool.
Okay.
You can see City are there.
Okay.
United, you're Omunyandu.
Okay.
So when you're a goalkeeper coming from a team at what the champions, you want with the PSG team.
Mm.
What the Champions League.
Okay.
Oh, a team, you are not even guaranteed a team will be see a kind in that tournament.
Mm.
But you are guaranteed for City there. Because under Pep Guardiola, one of the worst season was last season. But
They were in the top.
they were in the Champions League.
Yeah.
So, City, you are guaranteed of Champions League football.
Mm.
But for Man United, you are not too sure.
Okay.
You don't know which Man United team that you go and meet.
Mm.
So my phone say if City is available now, it's not like City a best club than Man United. But for now, if we're a player between City and Man United, most of them will choose Man City.
Interesting. But you also side with him that at this point, see, the two goalkeepers are just poor goalkeepers. Richard Atta and his brother. You think they should go for another goalkeeper?
I don't know why you have to bring in Richie Data.
Hey, Andrew Nana, Charlie, I don't know, Charlie.
Hey.
My apologies. I didn't know, Charlie.
See,
Mate say we Inter
Forgive.
S up in the back. May Man you come and contempt.
Yeah.
you see, every coach in the system or per se and the kind of profile of players he wants. Say no, me, I am not a fan of a ball playing goalkeeper.
Because you are not a
Go-
modern day.
I'm coming. Goalkeeper there.
Football watcher.
Goalkeeper there.
Mm.
And yes, I'm
But
modern
today is
days.
part of
Goalkeeper there.
Mm.
Who first responsibility
Mhm.
is to make saves.
yeah.
Okay.
So first of all, you ask yourself, the goalkeepers that are at United, are they really making saves?
Mm.
That's the first question. Yes, Obisa.
I should know when you the here back.
You see, that is why I was even coming to. But Ebia open ball
So they
playing.
moved on.
You see, Upe ball playing goalkeeper.
Mm.
Sometimes a ball playing goal, who coach and you can work on the goalkeeper. And that is what somebody like Enzo Maresca is doing with Sanchez. Usha Sanchez, I say, in ball delivery, very, very good. And like the way the modern system is, sometimes even the goalkeeper plays as an extra center back just to build up attack. You understand? But Usha, the caliber of players from Hilton to Onana, they were brave. And I think psychologically, me or no, and me any agent, I'll move him away from United because it looks like environment including the coach and the supporters. You understand? But aside that, at the back on United is failing to solve DM. Their defensive midfield situation. And that is the reason why me United are PSR issues inti. Say Brighton for say 120 for Carlos Baleba.
Charlie, he's not worth it.
They should pay.
Charlie, he's not worth it.
You see,
he's not worth it.
And you say Onion
He's not worth it.
Let me tell you something.
Maybe you are buying the
I'm
potential.
coming.
But
No. If the potential
See,
is
let
not
me
worth
tell you
what
something.
give
Let me.
Yeah.
Who you don't say play and do. Every transfer is a risk.
Okay, like Anthony. And
No,
like
coming.
Andrew Nana.
Every transfer is a risk.
Okay.
How many matches? And a Moise Caicedo a ball over Europe.
Mhm.
How many years no ball Premier League? How old is Moise Caicedo? Would you say 110 now? Chelsea cost?
Baleba.
No, I'm coming. I'm sure say about a year ago or 2 years ago, you'd have said same for Moise Caicedo.
But Caicedo wasn't bought for 1 and Caicedo's potential is way beyond what we are seeing with
What
Baleba.
I'm saying is, and yes, sir.
Yeah.
If not, and yes, sir, Caicedo Koyanka. When Caicedo left Brighton, they brought in Baleba.
Yeah.
And he's been exceptional.
Mhm.
But so if you say he's not worth it, even in your team, do you have a profile like that in your team?
Of course, there's Ugarte. There's Casemiro in the team.
Ugarte.
There's
Were you happy?
Colin
Were you happy with
I think
Ugarte?
there's-
But why
Were you happy with Casemiro?
There's a slight difference between Baleba and
Hey,
Caicedo.
and yes,
wait.
See, Baleba can
relax.
beat the
Baleba-
press.
Yes,
But Baleba can
Casemiro
beat,
cannot beat the
listen,
press.
he can beat the press and initiate attack.
And Casemiro cannot do that.
Casemiro ni tank ni kra.
Oh, come
I
on.
go-
You guys are
the
exaggerating.
strength of
Yeah, come
Baleba
on.
and say, progressing the ball well.
Better.
And is that what United need now?
No, but aside the progression,
If you are
See.
looking at the profile of a player, is that what United need now?
I don't know why the hosts keep defending United.
I'm not defending United. I only
See,
want you
your
to
team,
educate
your
the
team,
United
your
fans.
team need a player in the caliber of profile
Mm.
like Baleba. Ebia, you feel say the money is too much, which for me I agree. But Brighton, when himself call Brighton now, or honum dear.
But fellas, aside the money, crown,
He can
Baleba,
play.
I can see he will be there. But I can't be a year or two.
No.
See,
So
to get to that
at
level.
this point,
Do you know
think
why-
Baleba is an upgrade on Casemiro or Ugarte?
No.
See,
But personally,
So
you
what's
know,
the point?
you can see say in the next 2 years,
Let
let
me-
baby, I said,
let me
let
tell you something.
Baleba,
Let me tell you
Tell them,
something.
Oba, I cannot even guarantee
You've
me
not even
starting
mentioned
place.
Kobe Mainoo. Like,
I cannot even guarantee him starting place.
And you think say if Kobe Menu is at Brighton, he will start ahead of Baleba?
Why won't he start? But Kobe Mainoo is
But
a
you
good
give
player.
Kobe Menu to Brighton for 1 season.
And what they'll do
Oba
with
is
it, that's
Baleba.
the point, because there's less pressure there.
So what are you saying? Are you talking about is it the coaching? Is it the environment?
It's a system.
It is the same league or more.
It could be a
It
factor.
is the same league or more.
Mm.
And I think say your team need a profile.
Mm.
Like, see, if United bring in Baleba, Carlos Baleba, you can move from 15th to like 10th.
Charlie, even Messi can then carry and United go do 14.
No, I'm just telling you because,
Mostly, yeah,
because
I'm problem
eh.
with a left-footed DM.
Mm.
Naturally, me. Yeah, I'm problem with a left-footed DM.
United had one of the best left-footed DM in a Brazilian.
Fred.
And yeah, Fred
Anderson.
Anderson.
Anderson today. Anderson is
average.
No, what you are saying Anderson is
Ah,
average.
you see split
You-
opinions
no,
again.
no, you are saying Anderson.
split opinions
See,
again.
Anderson will walk into this United midfield. And they are Ogati Muye.
Hey, Charlie.
What are you saying?
But it's not because no, but I
But
think
what?
we are
But
exaggerating
what?
because
We are
based
not
on
exaggerating.
the performance
Your
of
team has a
United,
problem.
I don't think this should if because it was even down to a goalkeeping error. But you still think United are still as bad as they were last season. Looking at even this
No,
performance,
we
with
can't
Arsenal.
judge based on a game.
Okay,
And like we've all agreed,
okay,
you need consistency.
Okay.
And that is how the Premier League is.
interesting.
Osha
Mm.
teams no more there no. Liverpool, Arsenal were consistent.
Of course.
And I will always bring my team in Chelsea. Chelsea in October, November were consistent. So at December, be a more floppy. You know. Everybody was saying they are in the title race until Enzo Maresca bekan. So I same name you can say they are not in the title race. No. They lost from City themselves.
Mhm.
Pep, divorce, and issue and all that. They lost that consistency. But the truth is, can United give that consistency? If I must say, more winning game, but the performance was good. Performance was good FC4. Can you improve on that performance?
Charlie,
That is the most important thing.
let's now talk about the FIFA Club World Cup champions, the world champions that disappointed the entire world. World champions that are toothless and blunt, lifeless team. Charlie, talk to me about your team, Chelsea.
You see,
Charlie,
let me
don't
tell
start
you.
with yours.
No,
I beg.
let me tell you
Don't
something.
start with yours.
No.
Uh-huh.
Let me tell you something.
Uh-huh.
I want you
Uh-huh.
to accept the fact
That
that for the next 4 years,
okay.
you have to deal with Chelsea being called World Club Champions.
But FIFA Club World, that's
I'm
what,
coming.
in my intro, that's what
I'm
I said.
coming.
But Chelsea lifestyle, I sound to no Conte.
They
They may be good in cup games.
by
marathon league.
You
Oh,
see,
wait,
so let me. Me bow. Me person me tuneful.
Okay.
Accept the fact that
Mhm.
who share Premier League, not Chelsea, boy, they will refer them as what?
FIFA Club World Cup champions.
Who share Champions League, no more, boy.
Mm.
Oh, and the
But
World
it-
Club champions have
but-
taken the lead. Oh, and the World Club
it's
champions.
still-
Because
and
if
it's still-
Chelsea met PSG in a game, a 2-legger.
I give you with you.
Yeah, that
You
one
see,
I
you
doubt.
can't be too sure.
Oh,
Even
wait,
if
I can
you
be
see,
too.
oh,
I
maybe
can
they
be
But
don't
you
too.
know pack the
you can't
players,
be
they
too
overturn
sure.
the scoreline.
You understand? We've beaten them.
Okay.
We've beaten
And you can't
PSG.
beat Palace.
But it's not about we can be. And like I said,
What do you say?
Palace
Mm.
are well organized.
Okay.
They're a very difficult team to crack down. Very physical, tactically disciplined. If not
So
for
it-
that 1 meter rule now, or 13 now,
Mm.
they would have won that game.
Yeah, it
Because
beats
I look at the game and I didn't see where Chelsea were going to score. Because our midfield was flat. The only chance, I would say, a clear chance we created was when Andros Santos had that baller. I was thinking he would have taken the first touch and go for placement than just ballowing the ball. But let's give credit to Crystal Palace. They've been very consistent. And they do any club be an ebetimi cup if Liverpool ni City or
Yeah.
within the space of about 3 months.
Okay.
Let's give them the credit. And a lot of
Credit
teams,
FC.
I'm coming. A lot of teams in the league
Mm.
will struggle to beat them.
Okay.
A lot
But they are
of-
still beatable.
every team is beatable.
Okay.
Every team what we are seeing was beatable.
Okay.
You understand?
Mm.
But that's what I want to understand. But like I said,
Mm.
I won't say Chelsea will win the league. I don't tip
You
them.
can't win the league.
I'm no,
I won't say.
I won't tip them
That
as
is not-
favorites.
They,
No.
They are not top 5. They
Fine.
can't win the league.
Oh, if you say Chelsea are not top
Eh.
5, Chelsea finish in the top 4.
But I said next year they are not top 5.
Oh, but you the same way you say United will enter top 4 and they didn't. Let me make my point. I look at the Chelsea team. I think say Todd Bowley, and in the ideas are on the bar some person year club.
Mm.
I don't think say to them the team has gotten to that standard.
Okay.
But the signs are very good.
Sure.
Like Nanedu said, when you have such a project, you need to be doing well in the cup games. And Chelsea have done that.
Okay.
Because cup games, to me, a raising level, no, it me motivate the players. No. Imagine, say, Chelsea didn't make Champions League.
Yeah.
Imagine, say, Chelsea lost the, I can't say,
World Cup.
the Conference League to Betis. And maybe a World Club, World Champions, Nkromanje. You don't know the season and the kind of mentality I'm on there. About season.
Sure.
No. And sometimes it be a all signing players. Some of these things, the environment, the trophies, to me here then. And more show interest. You understand? Unless maybe you are one of the, like I said, United, Real Madrid are one of the biggest clubs in the world. And so I'm saying when the season don't go well, or the previous season didn't go well, you still have that magnitude to attract certain players.
But I think, more premo to start some players like Gettens, no money idea. Because when you look at the Chelsea squad, you need some level of experience in the Premier League. Some of these young guys, they come kakra.
Yes. So
Joao Pedro is not a bad
Yes.
player, but before say, all the back compare, Haaland, money
he's
is
not
sacked
there.
when
you
he's
see,
not there.
the issue is, say,
Gettens, Akana kakra.
you understand? The issue is, Ushe Chelsea now, they are looking at the sporting aspects of their dealings and then also the financial aspect. Because on him saw top players, more long contract. So some of the players are coming in 6 years, 5 years, long contract. and then the salary on more so heading. And your salary, if you are bringing Haaland, if you are bringing Mbappe to Chelsea, now these are players that are commanding 300,000, 400,000. And you see, the money is good for the players. That is why a player like Jadon Sancho is struggling. Because nobody in Europe will give him
That is why if we have money to buy both Delap and Joao Pedro, I will add the two players, their money combined, and get somebody like Isaac, who is proven.
The two doesn't cost as much as Isaac.
And you see, the issue is there are also two different players.
Okay.
Somebody like Joao Pedro can play on the flanks, can even play as a 10. But Delap, no, arrowhead. Ono no there, Fabo no 2 yemu, Fabo no 2 for manu. So they are different profile of players. You understand? Me, I used to question Chelsea signings, but I've also come to realize they are signing some of the Jackson leaving Chelsea, for instance. I'm not in favor of it. But Wakoto player 35 million. No be more than 60. It is good business for them.
So let's.
But the thing is, I don't think Chelsea are title favorite, but they might decide the destination of the title.
Every team will decide the destination of the title.
But no United.
The title winners will definitely get to play against them. Stop being poetic. Charlie, now let's talk about the two Ghanaian players who grabbed the headlines over the weekend in the Premier League. Ghanaian players are faring so well, abroad. But today we will just be, zooming in on just two of them. Antoine Semenyo was in action against Liverpool. We'll talk about his performance. 2 spectacular goals. It was a game Bournemouth could have at least grabbed a point. But then something happened in the game and it's overshadowed his performance. Rather, Mo Kudus also, had a brace of assists, both going to Richarlison, who scored spectacular goals. And everyone keeps singing his name. But then let's start off with Antoine Semenyo and that. I want you to couple, just put both together for me. Antoine Semenyo's issue and then Mo Kudus.
If you last season of the English Premier League, and the talk of the town is all about Alexander Isak as the next person to get close to Erling Haaland, then he be this particular season. The next is Antoine Semenyo.
Whoa!
Because level now Antoine Semenyo and then he's heading towards that level.
Really?
The only thing I can answer is clinical more. But the runs, the how our Premier League nase. You can see the forwards now we have to rely on him in the next 5 years. And I think this particular season will be his best season. That is why I may match the teams to be started air ban on Minyaya almost season when we Bournemouth can get more than £80 million from Semenyo if it will be both season where we are. Semenyo to Minya at least 15 goals, even in the Premier League. He can go for more than 80 million euros and £80 million because there's no big gap between Semenyo and the likes of Isak and those players AGD in the English Premier League. The only thing is, some of these players are proven. Only a clinical in the Premier League. We've seen them. But Semenyo, in there, Dango Ouattara is moving on. In there, some of the players on Musia kind, Dean Huysen, Kekish, Zabrani, all these players have left the club. I say, Wabe the poster boy of Bournemouth. So the team will play through his strength. No many results no more pay in the Bournemouth team. So I feel say Antoine Semenyo there, this particular season there, he will be arguably the best Ghanaian player because last season I can say he was the best performing Ghanaian player in Europe. Yeah. But ball now, all ball I was starting 2 goals against a team like Liverpool. And I just saw Trias side to be good for him.
Mo Kudus, 2.
Kudus, I think Thomas Frank will shape him to be a modern day winger than that kind of player over elaboration on the ball. No, I can't give him who the best out of him. This time round, no, Thomas Frank will bring the best out of him because 1, a demanding coach. 2, the kind of signings you want to do around that particular position. No, Kudus are purposeful. Now we're making sure say Obe creates a lot of chance near as a winger. No, you're not just say Bobo and Naman he may go on the bench. Okay. Because a team like Tottenham, don't forget Kulusevski might. This time, Brandon Johnson requires struggle. We say we can wait on any start here. Madison is out. They are looking to sign 2 players, Savinho and Ebrechi Eze. When all these players comes into the booster, it means they are coming to compete for the first 11. So one year player or purposeful, you add a lot to the attack. Or assist rate, new creativity to the at the top as a winger. You may go on to the bench.
All right, let me quickly take your thoughts. Mo Kudus, brace of assist. Antoine Semenyo scoring a brace. But
let me start with Antoine Semenyo.
Okay.
And first of all, I don't want to even talk about the game,
Okay.
but I want to talk about the racial abuse he suffered and how he showed maturity in the way he handled it. I think that if I'm a player playing the English Premier League, I'll tell the other players to stop taking the knee.
Do they still take the knee?
They do.
Oh no, I thought that campaign is over.
No, so within the course of the season, I think somewhere in October they will go
They'll
back.
start taking the knee again.
I think they've specified some games, but you see, of what importance has that been to the players? You take the knee, and you see, I've always been saying this.
We can say Anto Semenyo na name one.
You see, it shouldn't. I see, or nipa. So even
regardless.
if he was in a wheelchair or, I always say this.
You never walk alone.
There are some things you learn it. Nobody was born a racist.
Okay.
Yes, nobody was born a racist.
So, but aren't they inclined to, based on where they've been?
That's what I'm saying. So you learn it, or somebody teaches you. See, look at kids. When kids, they don't even look at your skin color. They play with whoever it is. Somebody.
Oh no, it's not.
You see, I don't want, but I feel the Premier League is not doing enough to tackle these issues of racism. Because look at the number of players that have suffered that in the English Premier League. If you go way back, our own Alex Nyako at Everton, when they were playing Arsenal at the Emirates, an Evertonian or an Everton fan got onto the pitch demanding for him to take off his shirt. Because he was also not performing. But you don't do that. In 2017, Pascara, Sulemuntari had to walk off when we were playing Cagliari. In 2013, Kevin Prince Boateng walk off a game in an off-season game. I think as a footballing community, we are not doing enough to tackle racism. Wow. The fan has been banned
from stadiums.
But sometimes I feel that when there is jail term, it might serve as a deterrent.
Wow.
Yes. When
that's extreme, isn't it?
Yeah, we need to take it up. Because how you come into a stadium, insult me because of my skin color, and then you go back home. If he doesn't come closer to the stadium, you still watch the games on TV.
But you wouldn't have that stadium.
No, but I understand. Forget about that. Have you been to Old Trafford before?
No, but you
still enjoy the game. You understand? So I feel that we need to go hard. But kudos. See, I've seen players, like I said, if it was somebody like Eric Cantona or Alhaji Diop, that guy would have received some kicks. But you see, in situation like this, the best way to respond was how Antoine Semenyo responded.
And Charlie, let's applaud.
Yeah,
let's
beautiful goals from me.
Yeah.
And for me, I'm a proud Ghanaian because of the way he exhibited calmness and even approached the referee to put a stop to the game. But you see, I've come to like Antoine even before this incident happened. And one of the reasons was for him to renew
his contract with
Bournemouth. I think that is a very smart move because you come into an environment where you are being loved. It's more like a star player for Bournemouth now. And you see, for Bournemouth, when the time comes for them to sell you, they know.
Of course.
No, at this point, I won't even, if I'm Antoine, I won't even go and join United.
Chelsea. No, will you join Chelsea?
You see, I've been shown a lot of love at Bournemouth. This season, I can do better.
And next season you go to Madrid.
You go big
to Madrid.
No, if not, I'll prefer him stay in
Chelsea. No, Chelsea.
See, he can play for Chelsea. He can play for United. No, if you talk about Chelsea current transfer deal.
But he's better than whoever is playing at the left wing side.
Forget about that. But I'm saying that if he stays at Bournemouth,
better second.
See, I don't want to compare.
You can compare.
Chelsea have a similar profile in Antoine. He can go to United and do better. He can play for Arsenal and do better. He might even go to Liverpool. So for me, I think good. For Kudus, this is what he needed. He needed to hit the ground running.
And he's just
like Nanedu said, there are a lot of players that are equally good or probably some even better than Kudus. But you see, I'm beginning to love the pattern.
Matistel at the bench.
Yes. You see, I'm beginning to love the fact that Richarlison and Kudus are forming a good partnership.
Okay.
Oh, your coach, a bit didn't say, who started Richarlison now will drop Kudus because they are beginning to form a partnership.
Right.
And Richarlison, I don't know whenever whenever the World Cup is coming.
Charlie, that guy has another vibe. It's true. He did it 4 years ago.
Yes, whenever the World Cup is coming,
Charlie, thanks
to
so
the
much
Ghanaian
for your
players,
time. And let me but before it's customary. I have a question here. This one is not a riddle. It's a riddle, though, but it's a quick one because I have to throw it to you, the both of you. But then don't forget, like I said, we'll be displaying the FPL code. That's the one top FPL code here, so that you can also join. And that's the code you're seeing currently on your screen. So you can join. It's not too late. Just 1 week played. And you can also join the One Top Podcast, FPL mini league. Because if you win, a lot of goodies for you. But there's a question I have for my, pundits. Quickly. Oh, someone is boasting of 55. We get like close to 100 points, though. And, subsequently, you will be giving you tips on the One Top Podcast. The FPL is quite interesting. But this one says, I played with Neymar, Gerrard, Alba, Messi, Milner, Darwin Nunez. Who am I?
Take your time.
I played with Neymar. I played with Gerrard. I played with Jordi Alba. I played with Lionel Messi, James Milner, and Darwin Nunez.
Suarez.
Are you Luis Suarez? In what
Continue.
sense? Is it Luis Suarez?
Luis Suarez played with Neymar at Barcelona. He played with Messi
Barcelona.
at Barca. Nunez.
Yeah. At Uruguay.
Yes.
And where did he play with Gerrard at?
Gerrard.
It's Luis Suarez.
And Liverpool.
Oh, Charlie! Oh! Charlie, this is why you need a One Top Podcast, because we always educate you. Thanks so much to my panelists. And don't forget that you can follow us on YouTube. Like, subscribe, and share our content.
Press the bell.
On the next episode, we're dealing a lot more with FPL. We'll be giving you the tips. And trust me, you'll be number one in the world. My name is Josiah. We're out. Bye.